Hello everyone, this is Type, and I'm here to talk about the dangers of drinking too much alcohol. You really shouldn't overdo it, guys. It can have some serious consequences, and I'm talking about my personal experience because really, if you drink too much alcohol, you do run into a risk of getting a damn horrible hangover like I did today because yesterday I went out. My plan was just be there, for a couple of hours, and then turns out I just drink way too much, and this morning I wake up with the worst hangover. It's really not worth it. It sucks so much, guys. Just believe me. Uh, Also, what I learned is that if you're prone to the motion sickness, like I am, it like it makes hangovers even worse. It's like you just feel constantly like you're throwing up. Um, but yeah, that's just I just wanted to let you know, don't overlook the dangers of drinking too much alcohol. Um, but I didn't make this video just to tell this. I also didn't make this video just to try my new headset, which is like I got it for like 17 euros, which is like 20 bucks, and it's sounding super good so far. And this is gonna be my first video with it, so I'm pretty excited. And if this video turns out good, it might like add my or increase my motivation to do more. Maybe we'll see. Um, but yeah, that's like not the reason why I wanted to make this video either. Of course, the reason why I wanted to make the video is to get Bembox, because having Bembox is nice, even though I probably never get a chance to play with them. If you don't know what Bembox are, you probably are not from the UPA, and if you're not from the UPA, I don't really know what you're doing here. Like, to me, it sounds like you're just killing your time by going some obscure, irrelevant draft league videos. So instead of that, maybe consider getting a life or something. But that's enough of that. I'm facing Angel. He's another UPA veteran. I think he joined the league at the same time as I did a few seasons ago. Like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 seasons ago, maybe. I don't know, maybe even more. Who knows? And uh, I'm just gonna go through the teams first. So I joined the league as a replacement. I got a very cool team. I was very excited to try it. I made a couple of changes. So uh, I got like Alana Ninetales and Swampert. And I made a Togekis 1Z user over something else. I don't remember what it was before. But yeah, I have Megalopony, Latios with the Z-axis, Skarmory, Crook, Rotom Heat, Roserade, Alana Ninetales, Togekis with the Swampert and Cresselia, and my opponent Angel has a team of Manaphy, Megavinu, Arcanine, Metagross, Gliscor, Araquanid, Goodra, Mienshao, Hoopa Unbound, and a Jolteon. And this team didn't get much praise, if I'm correct, in the power rankings, which I gotta disagree with because um, he has some great cores, some great synergy in the team. He might lack like a very good like superstar mon, like like Megalopony maybe, for example, in my team. But his team supports Manaphy and to an extent Hoopon Bond incredibly well, so that they have definitely the possibility to put in the work. Um, Manaphy Mega Venusaur Arcanine is a fantastic WGF core because it's very versatile both offensively and defensively. Like, let's think another core like Vaporeon, Amogus, Rotom Heat, for example. That would be a very annoying core to deal with, but it's not as good because it's not as versatile and not as offensive. So that's what I really like about that core. Like in this matchup, Arcanine, it's a decent Lopunny check, but it's not that good for Krookodile, so that's why he can just bring Venusaur physically defensive instead and just have an offensive Arcanine, for example, which has a pretty good matchup. I love Metagross in the team because It's very good check for all kinds of lotties, which all are pretty dangerous threats to this team. Otherwise, like Metagross is definitely a mon that I'm expecting. Uh, I'm gonna talk about Miashao plus Upon Bound. I think that's like an incredible uh, offensive core, simply because Miashao does invite in the psychic type, Bulky psychic types, and it can just U-turn on them and switch into Hoopa, which can then threaten not only the psychics but pretty much anything that would think of switching in. So there's some very cool synergy going on. Another type of monster that do deal with Hoopa, Mian are the bulky flying. So I think it's amazing to have Gliscor in this team as well to you know not have to face with one of the best Mian checks in the game. So Gliscor kinda synergizes very nicely as well. It's his only defogger, unfortunately, which I'm not a big fan of. But because of the nature of his team, you wouldn't really want to bring like balance or semi-stock kind of approach against Angel anyway. So I feel like he can get away with the fact that he has to run like default Gliscor over like stall breaking or SD Gliscors. But generally, I'm not a big fan that you're like forced to run defog or rocks on Gliscor. Araquanid is, I feel, one that's most off in this team, but even that's not bad. It's very similar to the others, being very versatile both offensively and defensively, and the webs can force defogs, which definitely works in favor of this team. Gudra is a very cool mon. It's like, I feel like Gudra works very similarly to like Nidoking, having a very good offensive coverage, decent offenses. And unlike Nidoking, it actually can take a lot of hits thanks to its natural bulk. So Gudra is a very good mon in a lot of matchups. I feel like in my matchup, or in this matchup, it's not as likely to come, simply because Megalopony, Latios, Kruk all kinda pressure it a lot. And I'm really hoping it doesn't come because I haven't really prepped for it that well. But yeah, Jolteon is an interesting mon. It's not like my favorite mon of this team, but it's a fast electric type with a decent coverage, so you can't really go wrong with it in that sense. So I can like and like at first glance it's like Jolteon is like very bad in the matchup, but then you realize it's like electric ghost grass hits everything in my team, and it can be like quick fit to outspeed absolutely everything in under any circumstances. So it can be an annoying mon, but I'm not expecting it to come. But I had to kind of prep for that, or at least keep that in mind. But that's a team, a very cool team, in my opinion, one of the best, honestly. Even though it has some weaknesses, it doesn't have any like spikes or T spikes, and it does definitely suffer from the lack of removal options. But let me go to the team I brought. So my approach really is to just chip down the Metagross and try to win Latios at the end and hope that Gudra doesn't come. I have Megalopony to create Revenge Killer, create at chipping things. Like Manaphy, if it's like Z-Rain Dance, I have to like fake out, chip it, and hope it like doesn't like last after all the damage is taken. If it's like Core Mind, Rest, Sleep, Core Mind, Rest, Rain Dance, Scald, kind of Manaphy, it can just exo my team, but I don't think it's coming because I could bring like Hail to disrupt the rain turns, and I have like 3 good Encore mons, so I don't think that type of set is very optimal in this matchup. But I'm not bringing any of that, so I could just die to that. But I'm bringing Adamant Lopunny simply because if Jolteon comes, I really think it's Flame Orb Quick Fit, so I don't think investing in speed is worth it. Return hits a lot of things in his team. Ice Punch is there solely for Glyce Score. Low Kick is there from Metagross. High Jump Kick would do a little bit more, but Low Kick still does like a very good chunk. And it's like 120 base power against the Metagross, so this way I don't have to risk missing and losing a lot of health, basically. So yeah, I'm just having enough speed for Mew Xiao. Latios is my win cons. I said it's Z Rain Dance. It's a very cool set. It can outspeed everything in his team, barring Quick Fit Jolteon. And it hits everything except for Goodra and Metagross. And I'm not expecting Goodra and Metagross will be chipped down by my team very heavily. So I have big hope for this mon. Z Rain Dance obviously does give me the +1 speed, and I can also use the Z Water on Surf if I need to. So that's pretty cool. Thunder obviously does gain the accuracy under the rain, so that's very cool. Next up, I got a Scarm. It's my physical wall. Therefore, the Mew Xiao, Metagross, Hoop Unbound to some extent, depending on its set. Pretty basic set, except for I have the Tech Pursuit for the Metagross, because like I said, I just really need to chip it down, and I don't think Metagross is staying in on Scarm ever unless it just wants to get a procs, which I'm fine with. I don't really want the rocks for the most part. I'm probably going to out-hazard him anyway. That's at least my hope. Unfortunately, like Scarm isn't very good spiker against his team because it loses to Gliscor 1v1. That's a pretty big problem. I would really like Roserade would be such a good spiker in this matchup because it can deal with Gliscor pretty easily. But the reason I'm not bringing it is because the coverage I would really want to run is Giga Drain for like Mana Fee, HP Ice for the Gliscor, so I can set up on it. And then I really think I would want to have like a tech P-Missile for the Hoop Unbound, so I wouldn't have anything to touch the Metagross, and that's not what I want. So I'm just hoping to be able to deal with the Gliscor just by hitting like Ice Punches with Lopunny and Swampert. But yeah, that's a pretty straightforward set anyway. I got Togekiss. So this is my most complex spread, I guess. This mon serves a couple of purposes. So first of all, this is gonna be my lead mon in case Araquanid comes. So I can just try to flinch it down, and I can defog on it. I don't take that much from liquidation or anything. I have the Babiri Berry plus Fire Blast to be able to chip the Metagross. Also, like, kinda scout the set, indicate the damage after the Fire Blast, stuff like that. Yeah, Defog, I don't mind rocks, but I do mind the webs, so that's why I need to bring Defog, unfortunately. And yeah, like I said, this is kind of where having the Araquanid really comes into play for Angel. It works in a way that it forces prep in a certain way. That's another thing that I just really like in his team. Just a lot of mons for a certain type of prep, and it makes prepping kind of difficult. I'm bringing Crook, Scarf with rocks, knockoff Pursuit Earthquake. Again, like another hazard setter that just can't set up on Gliscor, or like can't get them up against Gliscor and can't damage it. I'm prioritizing getting the damage on Metagross, and also this hits pretty much everything except for Gliscor and Fist of Megavinu. I really didn't want to bring Scarf, but I feel like I have to, just to, better check Arcanine, better check Mana Fee. Mana Fee can be a huge problem if I can't revenge it. Also, Mana Fee of course can be Z Rain Dance, but like Z Rain Dance is a set that I can more easily deal with because, like, even though Mana Fee can just run Scald plus Ice Beam as a coverage and have Tail Glow and Z Rain Dance, it can't have rest unless it's mono Scald. So I'm pretty confident in being able to just chip down the Mana Fee, I feel. Also, one thing about Togekiss is that with the SPDEF investment, it can actually tank +3 Ice Beam from a mana fee, meaning that I at least get some Air Slash chip on it if needed. And then I have my Swampert, pretty cool set also. Earthquake, Ice Punch, Curse, Miracle with Pinchberry. I pretty much live every hit that my opponent's team can go for. I do live uninvested Giga Train from Mega Venu. Modest Jaltion's HP crash does like 50 if it's the Flame Body set. I mean, the Quick Fit set. Gudra's Power Whip is something that I pretty don't take, at least without a curse. I guess Hoopa can run like Energy Ball. I don't think I take that, but I haven't really considered that as an option anyway. But yeah, this is a mod that helps me deal with. I mean, this can be a potential win con, and it can either like just surprise KO Mega Venu or like it's a very good defensively and can take advantage of a lot of more offensive sets for like Arcanine and Metagross, even Gliscor. So I think it's a very cool one, can like be a potential win con. Like I said, I think I said that anyway, and can help me like chip down the mana fee. I think I leave every hit from mana fee except +3 Scald Under Rain. Of course, Energy Ball, but he doesn't need to bring Energy Ball, so I'm not really expecting it. If he brings Energy Ball, that's pretty much better because he won't be Z-Rain Dance. Meaning that Crook, Gladios, and Megalopony always will outspeed it. But yeah, that's a team. I'm gonna live record my battles this season. I was like watching some of my old videos. I was like, live recording is actually pretty fun. Let me try to do that. So yeah, I'm just doing these videos kind of for fun. I'm not gonna cover everything probably or anything, but you know, just wanted to try. But yeah, let's go towards or to the live recording now. See you there. Alright, here we are. Actually, this was I'm playing on a different day than I intended, and I'm actually feeling a bit sick. It's not the hangover anymore. I'm just feeling not good. Okay, here we see the team, and actually super surprised to see no mana fee. Or Arcanine. Arcanine not as much, but Gudra is there, which is very annoying, as well as Araquanid, as well as Hoopa. So let me just lead off with Togekiss, as I said that I would do in case an Araquanid matchup, as my opponent is up with a Gliscor. Looking at his team, he has his team is actually fairly weak to Togekiss. Feel like I want to keep Togekiss around in case I need to defog the webs away. So I don't want to stay in risking maybe getting toxicked. So I feel like my best play might be Ghost Armory in long term. Weakening Gudra is going to be very important, as well as Metagross. After that, and Rocks, I think Latios has a good chance of winning. Getting Gliscor weaken would be good for possible Crook sweep, and also weakening Araquanid opens the door for Swampert. So those are like my possible win cons. Lopunny has a decent matchup too, actually. So I think I'm gonna go hard into Skarmory. As he goes for U-turn, which is fine. Takes a chip of the helmet, which is fine. So he goes hard into Hoopa. So that kind of indicates that he probably has some type of fire coverage. Swampert, I don't think is that. It's kind of crucial because he can hit Gliscor super effectively by Sogan Lopunny, so I'm good for now. So I'm gonna go Swampert, scouting for a possible fire type move. I'm not gonna clock things yet. I just wanna kinda engage how my opponent is. It's actually Thunderbolt, which is fantastic. I do get off a very nice Earthquake on the Venusaur, which is fantastic, and now I actually probably get to get rid of this. And if I get rid of Venusaur, it actually uh, opens up the door for Lopunny later on, so I'm gonna go for Mirror Coat. He might just predict and go for like Leech Seed, but we'll see. No, he doesn't. So my tech works fantastically. Swampert is at good health, and the Venu is gone. So that was a beautiful turn. It wasn't an offensive Venu or anything, so I'm in a fantastic position now. And with the he I don't know what he's gonna do. Best thing for me, it would probably be if he brings in Metagross. Arachnid, I'm just gonna go hard into Togekiss. I really need... Like, the main reason for having Togekiss right now is keeping the webs off. And like I said, Lopunny is gonna be very good. I got my my speed creeping right as well. I didn't go for speed for Jolteon. Okay, here we go. I'm going hard Togekiss, getting a nice defog off if needed. It does go for liquidation. It does look like bandit damage. I'm gonna caulk. So Togekiss. Though I might be just, you know, just oh wow, it's not even boosted. It's just adamant max attack, I think. Wow. Like I have quite some defense investment, as you can see. 266, but Arachnid is just that strong. Which means I don't want to go into Lopunny. Actually, going for Air Slash here would be very good in order to later, like in order to put it in the range of Thunder from Latios. And if he goes for webs now, I can just, you know, defog after. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's actually AV based on that damage. I'm pretty sure it has to be, or is it just? Let me see. Item Assault Vest. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it's not webs, which is good. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let me see how much Lopunny does. So if it's max HP, let's say, Fake Out into Return does kill always. I could also take this as an opportunity to get up a Spike, which I actually think is a pretty good play, because after that Arachnid max HP will die to 1 return, which is kind of better. Then again, chipping Metagross with Fake Out isn't bad either. Skarm is a bit more passive of a play, I feel. So I'm gonna go Lopunny, get off my Mega, and just, yeah, go for Fake Out. Drink some tea. Okay, in comes Gliscor, which is fine. I have Ice Punch for that thing. And we do see the Toxic Orb. Unless it's max defense, this should kill, I think. I'm not even, but I'm not gonna bother calking because I remember the calc quite well. It was like max HP, maybe 56 um, defense or something that was like doing like 85 or something. Mean. And Latios doesn't seem like it's gonna win this game for me. I need a bit more damage on Iraq. We need actually knockoff sweep. Looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go hard scar and get some helmet damage. Yeah, Crook. Getting rid of Gliscor is very good for Crook. I'm getting a free knock. We wanna get it in. He goes for Thunder Punch. Nice prediction. I'm gonna calc if that's bandit damage. A max defense, so I actually might be bandit. Yeah, that's 100% bandit. So, um, the mean roll is 47.3 from Adam and Bandit. I don't think he needs to run anything but Bandit. Let me see. I mean, but Adamant. Yeah, so I will die. So my question is, what do I wanna place? Let's go for. Let's say it's max HP. Let's see if Crook does kill after the second Rocky Helmet. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's gonna switch out anyway. So I'm actually gonna keep in Scar. I'll just let Skarmory go. I don't really need it for anything else. Metagross takes damage, which is very big. I get to bring in Crook. It's Bandit. Locked into Thunder Punch. It's gonna switch. If Gudra wasn't there, I would actually just go for Pursue, but I think Knock is my better play right now. Knockoff does. I mean, he might go for Thunder Punch because he's Bandit. But if he wants to, like, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really gain anything from that, yeah. He switches out, I go for Knock, that does kill, and I can just go for another one. And I think he has to bring in Gudra, or he can just risk the roll with the Metagross. If it's max HP Metagross, let me just calc the Lopunny. Logic does 48.9 mean. Back to Crook in the calcs. Let's see how much Scarf Hoopa does. Depending on the move. Okay, I have to now think my sack's correct. So, Lopunny is going to be very important, as well as Crook. I need some damage on Hoopa actually. It's a bit bulkier than I expected. My Swampert is max special defense, so I think that's gonna be a very important mon here. I'm gonna go hard into Latios. I'm expecting this thing to be scarfed by the way he's been playing it. And I think he's gonna go for like grass or fighting type move. So Latios is fairly safe in that regard. He goes for Trick Room. I didn't expect that, but that should be fine. I'm just gonna sack my Latios and bring in the Swampert. And that means that he doesn't have an what has he shown? Thunderbolt. He doesn't have a boosting item. He's likely modest. Let me think what kind of coverage he could have against my team. I think he need Dark Ferladios for sure. He has Thunderbolt. So with that coverage, he hits everything except for Crook, which means he might have Grass as his last hitting type. Hitting type. So what's my play? I have to think this very carefully now. Let's go 4 turns. Let's say I sack 3 turns, go Swampert, do some damage. 2 turns, go into low pony. Does low pony plus Swampert kill? So Earthquake does. Let's say it's max HP. It does 49 min. Fake out from low pony does 30.7. So let's say I go Swampert, sack it, fake out. I wonder if Crook can kill Gudra. I could also go hard low pony. I don't really need like health on it. I think that's my play. Let me just, yeah, Dark Pulse does like nothing. Yeah, exactly. It's Modest Troll. That's max special attack. In comes Gudra, that's good. I need the chip on that thing too. That's actually a pretty bad synergy there, but that's fine. Like I said, I don't need damage on. I mean, I don't need health on low pony. He's keeping his Hoopa healthy, which is smart. I really want to keep low pony around still. Low kick is gonna be actually a very good move. From here on. It does kill Hoop, but it probably does a lot of damage to Gudra as well. It seems to be max for the. Actually, it's not. Not max defense anyway. There's some defense for sure, but no max. So I'm gonna go fake out into low kick kills. So I'm gonna go sack Latios. Or Swampert. I actually think Swampert might be better. Because I get off an EQ, which leaves this thing in range of low kick. Okay, that's perfect. Low pony comes back in. I do go for fake out. Or do I? I want to position myself in a way that doesn't allow Rupa to set up a trick room. That's why I'm gonna go for fake out here. Yeah. I still should outspeed the Hoopa. So I'm just gonna go for a low kick. It does kill 100%. And Metacross will be 2 hit KO'd. Hoopa does take like Hoopa can die too. But it's gonna be close. I'm sad that Maladios isn't doing anything in this game. I just brought the both Wait, it was faster. That might be a big blunder. However, that was a big choke. Shit. Okay, let me cock something. Oh damn, that was a big choke. Swampert doesn't kill. What can a Gudra do? Draco. -2. Let's say it's like 180. Draco doesn't do much. I don't know what other moves he's got. I think I go Swampert and I go for a curse. Alternatively, I go for a grass move. Or alternatively, I go for Quake. Yeah, I think Quake is my best. Okay, he goes for Dragon Tail. This is fine. Okay, this is great. Because I do get to click. Let me actually calc something. Have I see? Oh yeah, it's Bandit Metagross. I wanna calc something. I'm calcing if Water Z in rain kills the Hoopa. No, it doesn't do even half. That's funny. Meaning that I need damage, and how much does Swampert do again? So Earthquake has a chance to kill Hoopa after what I just said, so I'm gonna go for Rain Dance here. Raw, okay, that's fine. I go for Psychic or Thunder. Does Thunder kill? So max HP, Thunder should kill. It does. Yes, I do go for the Wadirium Z here. And if it doesn't bring it down to the range of Swampert, then it's just unfortunate. But yeah, he's way less bulky actually than I thought. So this should be the game. I'm just gonna go for another Surf. And I hope I'm slower. I go for Quake twice. And that should be the game. Swampert set coming through, yes. Okay, I'm actually very proud of the way I played the endgame. Like the Surf into Waterium. That really covered most of the things I needed to think of. Okay, he still doesn't die to that. But Crook is at max, or like at full, so he needs a crit for sure. And I can just go for a Quake. And yeah, oh well, actually did a lot, but Crook is bulky enough. And wow, 1-0 win, that was closer than I thought. Maybe it's like, it might just be me, you know, not being as good or not being really used to doing the live recording, but I think I played fairly well. Or like not necessarily well, but close to like my best ability. But that was a very, very good game. Angel definitely performed very well. Very fun game to play. Unfortunately, like my Latios set, actually my Latios set did put in some solid work, so I'm glad of my prep and the game. So, uh, so yeah, I don't know. I hope everyone enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed. I might do something like this again in the future, but uh, I mean, yeah, leave a comment if you feel that way. But that's all for today. Uh, this type signing out. Bye.